Let's start with the first trimester, first and second trimester. So I'm not sure if you guys know, but my first pregnancy, I had like hyperemesis. And even in this second pregnancy, I was really, like I was throwing up. Hyperemesis is like severe morning sickness, you know, like when you're just like, there is pregnancy morning sickness that is bad, already bad. There is now hyperemesis gravidarum that is like worst, is the worst, or worst. Close to the end of first trimester, by the time I could start eating, but I still could not cook. I could only eat, I could not cook. My sister came over and she like stayed with me for 3 months, guys. If I tell you that those 3 months, I did not enter kitchen, maybe apart from to go and tell her that, oh, maybe she should not put too much salt or something. That girl, like Dara, she literally took care of me. Fast forward to moving to Canada and being pregnant. The crazy part was that I now had a toddler. My husband was working, I was working. We had a toddler that didn't care whether or not you have hyperemesis. What was hyperemesis? What's Rere's business with hyperemesis? Okay, guys, so I just asked on my Twitter that do people really hate Semo or is it just peer pressure? Different people are just giving like different explanations. Some people said, I don't like it. Someone said Semo is absolutely disgusting. Someone said, Tinu toko pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀dọ̀ fóró mi mo hate ẹ̀pà. I even thought the person wanted to say that they like it. But some people said, oh, I think it's mostly peer pressure. Because me, I like Semo. Ah, God, I remember growing up, there was this particular Ileya, because, you know, we used to have like a lot of Muslim family friends when I was growing up. So there was this particular Ileya that I went to my friend's place and Semo was part of the things that, or maybe they were cooking and they were not done. They were not ready yet, so they were making Semo for the family members. I now tasted the Semo that my friend Monsura was making. It was so nice. I think it was Golden Penny Semo Vita. Yeah, I think it was Semo Vita. It was really nice. She even now put butter inside. Semo is one of my favorite swallows. I would say maybe Amala. Amala first. Then, I don't even really like pounded yam like that. I eat it but I mean, I'm from Abeokuta, so you can imagine that it's probably not something I'm crazy about. Then after Amala, maybe Semo, then Eba. People that say they don't like Semo. Anyway, that's outside the scope of the conversation today. Hi, guys. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. As you can see, this baby has refused to come out. I mean, she hasn't come out yet, and I am so done. Oh my goodness, I am so tired. I am so tired. I'm so tired. I wish she would come out. Oh my goodness, I wish she would come out. Although it's not her due day yet, but she's good to come like any time from now. And I just really wish she would take advantage of that. And is it that she does not want to come and meet her fabulous elder sister or what? Anyway, we are waiting and counting down. I'm grateful for every day I get to carry this bump. I've seen some videos about mamas that, you know, that have been pregnant and, you know, they are like overdue and they're like still grateful to be pregnant. And I just wish I was one of them. Like, yeah, I'm grateful, but I'm just tired. It's just very inconvenient. Like yesterday, before I could sleep, my God, I was just rolling over, rolling and turning. So today I'm going to be talking about how far. So this is my second pregnancy, by God's grace, my second baby. And I had like my first pregnancy and my first baby in Nigeria. And I've just realized that there's like a lot of difference that I wasn't anticipating between being pregnant in Nigeria and being pregnant in Canada. And it was just on Saturday, because like my company we are filming. I lead marketing and partnerships for AfriChange, a fintech brand here in Canada, and we just finished filming a Mother's Day campaign that I'm really excited to share with you. And part of the things that, you know, came up during that conversation is the difference between motherhood and in Nigeria as immigrants, you know, back home, Nigeria, Ghana, or wherever you're from, and in Canada. And I just realized that when people talk about motherhood, they really don't talk about the pregnancy experience. But I mean, who gets to be a mom without being pregnant, apart from adoption? Do you understand my point? But that pregnancy experience is like a key part. And I just realized that someone who is currently pregnant and who had her first baby in Nigeria, the difference is huge. Let's start with the first trimester, first and second trimester. So I'm not sure if you guys know, but my first pregnancy, I had like hyperemesis. And even in this second pregnancy, I was really, like I was throwing up. Hyperemesis is like severe morning sickness, you know, like when you're just like, there is pregnancy morning sickness that is bad, already bad. There is now hyperemesis gravidarum that is like worst, is the worst, or worst, because some days, like I remember when I was pregnant with Riri, there were days when the only thing I could eat was frozen watermelon. That was the only thing. And it wasn't even like I was eating it, though. I was just sucking on it. But at least in that first trimester, I remember that like when I got sick, I remember my aunt then, she made like different juice, made watermelon juice, because she knew like that was the only thing I could take. You know, made different things, pineapple juice. She made stew, I think. I can't even remember. She brought a lot of things, you know, because we're living in Lagos and they were living in Lagos as well. God bless you, mommy. And then she brought it to my house and it was just like, then I spent some time with me, just really encouraging me that I should not worry, it will soon pass. Then I remember again when I was in second trimester, close to the end of first trimester, by the time I could start eating, but I still could not cook. I could only eat. I could not cook. My sister came over and she like stayed with me for 3 months, guys. If I tell you that those 3 months, I did not enter kitchen, maybe apart from to go and tell her that, oh, maybe she should not put too much salt or something. That girl, like Dara, she literally took care of me. So, like, just having that first and second trimester experience, and I remember when I was in second trimester too, my aunt-in-law, my husband's auntie, she cooked stew, made a way do like a full box. It wasn't my husband that brought it to our house then. A full box of soup, so just so that after my style left, you know, just so that I went into the kitchen. And it was just really nice. First time pregnant woman, I just felt like very loved and cared for. My dear, fast forward to moving to Canada and being pregnant. The crazy part was that I now had a toddler. My husband was working, I was working. We had a toddler that didn't care whether or not you have hyperemesis. What's hyperemesis? What's Rere's business with hyperemesis? Like with a toddler that does not care, what's her business with hyperemesis? She still wants to play. Her food must still be served. You must still, you know, get her ready for daycare. And I remember like in that first trimester when I started to get sick, because for like the first 7 weeks I was fine. I found that I was pregnant around 3 weeks. So you can imagine how long I have known. But for like the first 7 weeks, like I was fine. But when I was not nearing that 9th week, I remember one time I was showing up non-stop for 36 hours. It was crazy, and there was still a toddler to take care of. You know, it was just really crazy, and I just started to feel somehow that, I remember when I was in Nigeria, my first pregnancy, how, like, I got that support. So that support was what I would say, like, was missing. But you know, the crazy thing and the very good part about this is that while I was even like, even maybe we were still living in Toronto, you know, I still had friends, you know, in Toronto. Maybe, you know, Andy or one of my friends or just, you know, something could have come around to help. You know, and I started feeling bad, and I just was really praying. I don't even think I really prayed. I think I was just feeling bad. And it just goes to show, like, how much God really cares, you know, about us. And then just randomly, some of my new friends here in Ottawa, you know, say, what do you want to eat? Then they will send food over. I remember a particular one was when I just texted my friend out of like just randomly that what did she cook? Did she cook white rice and stew? And she sent it over to me. Say yes, that's what she cooked. That's still remaining. And that was what I ate that night. Then I remember another time, one of my friends again, Joanne, she just sent me grilled fish, you know. And even though I couldn't really eat the fish, but I remember the sauce, the yam sauce, you know, that was really good. So even though, yes, like it wasn't the same experience, God was still faithful because I still had people around who showed support, but the difference is clear. Like that. So for third trimester for Riri, I mean, she was our first baby, you know, we had to buy like a lot of things and all of that. But even though like we bought new things, and I would say maybe that's like the only similarity in the journey of this pregnancy, because second baby, we didn't bring Riri's things from Nigeria. So we are literally like buying things like over again. Right, which thank God, if not for God again, that would have cost us a lot of money. But one thing I remember was for Riri, I remember I was setting up her crib. My friend DTA, you know, he's a family friend, you know, he was around, and then it was like we were all doing it together. Do you get? Even when I was setting up her bassinet, I had friends around. This one, the setup, everybody is busy. Who has time to come and sit with you to come and set up? You know, everything, almost everything, even our crib. It was Riri and her daddy that put the crib together for this new baby. You know, the crib, the new room for the visitors, our family members are coming, you know, to stay with us. But even though, like, even with that, I will still say that God is still faithful, because so now we have not put together our, what's the word now? Our wardrobe. But we have friends coming over this Thursday. They just sent us, you know, some of our church members that they just want to come, and they were like, what do they, like, what do we have for them to do? It's not like the other people didn't offer. It was just like the time never came. Do you understand? If I say, oh, come this Friday, they will have something else to do this Friday. If they say, oh, they can come, you know, on Tuesday, I'll say, maybe I'm not available on Tuesday or something like that. But this time around, hopefully by Thursday, this video will be out by Friday, so you guys will be seeing this after then. You know, those are friends who have come and they would have put the only thing that is left, really, the light in their room and the baby's wardrobe. Excuse me. Another part of pregnancy. Just be belching. And then the baby's wardrobe. You see, guys, like the most amazing thing is, like, despite like these differences, the fact that being pregnant here has been a lot harder in quotes, without support or community or anything like that, or with support like with community, because yes, we are growing in our community, but not like back home in Nigeria. The crazy thing is that God is still faithful. Like those random meals that my friend sent me, people asking for our registry link, like literally our registry is sold out, guys. Sold out. Like everything that we need, we already have. And I can point at the things that I use my own money to buy. Do you get? People just ask randomly, oh, Falasha, they send me your registry. So much that the only things that we have on our registry now is just cash gifts. Cash gifts and what else? And then maybe you people want to volunteer to babysit, people want to bring food. Those are the only things. Every other thing is like sold out. God has been so faithful, and I feel like another huge part was me getting a job at 7 months pregnant, guys. 7 months. I was 7 months pregnant when I got my, my current role, full time, great place, like great workplace, and all of that. And it's a testimony that I'm definitely coming back to share with you guys. And like it's just perfect. It's fully remote, and they knew I was pregnant, so it wasn't like I even hid the pregnancy or anything like that. So just little things like that still shows God, like ways that God is really showing that, oh, I am here, I still see you guys, and I'm still here, like despite whatever inconveniences you might seem. And I just really want to encourage anybody, if you're like me, maybe you're pregnant for the first time and you're living abroad and you're feeling somehow. I know it's hard. See, I'm not even going to lie. Even now, I am tired, guys. See my tummy. See how big my tummy is. But I know it's hard. I know how hard and lonely it can be. And I'm just grateful that even for postpartum, that I have friends coming over, friends and family members, even though, yes, it will not be the same thing as Nigeria, that our house was full. We had like 10 people in our house. But if you are just going through something like this, I just really encourage you to pour your heart out to God, and He sees you, and look for the little blessings, the people, neighbors showing support. We have amazing neighbors. So the woman recently had a baby, so she even gave me some clothes. A baby girl. Her baby is older than my baby that I'm just about to deliver. She gave me a bassinet, So just look out for little things like that, and the big ways, that God is still showing up for you. Don't be discouraged. Yes, it's harder, without the typical support that you would have been used to, but it's still doable. Okay, so I just really wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so end of gist. I really like this new format for my YouTube channel. I feel like I've really come a long way when it comes to like my YouTube and being consistent, and I'm just really happy that I was able to film this myself, set up. I finally have, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I finally bought my, hey, hope it's recording. Yeah, so I finally bought mic. I have lights now. My camera is like doing very well, so I'm very happy, and I hope to be giving you guys more gist content like this. So if you're a mama and or if you know anyone, I feel like another thing that we can do, especially like those of us living in diaspora or even living back home, is just to randomly check up on your friends that are raising children, that are in the thick of it. Just check up on them, even if you can send them money for food, even if it's just 10K. I know the exchange rate is crazy, but just little ways to show them that yes, so they might be miles away, but you still see them. I think it will really go a long way. And if you're a mom too, living abroad, and you're feeling lonely, reach out to your friends even back home if you've not made like a lot of friends here, and just let them know how you're feeling. If they don't know, they won't really be able to, take care of you. And I think that those are just the things that have helped. And the final thing I would say is that don't miss out on the community here. There are people here as well like you. For example, 2 of my friends, in fact, the person I mentioned that sent me that rice and stew, it was on IG that I met her. She just reached out, that she knows that I've moved to Ottawa, and then she's reaching out, and that's how we became friends. And I've met a lot of people like that. So you to be open-hearted, maybe your children's daycare, do play dates, just be open so that you can build a community here. Because if God has called us here, the most important thing we can do is, meet people and settle and be truly rooted instead of like wishing for what was back home. Okay, guys, so in my next video, I have 2 options for my next video. I have 2 options. You can let me know which one you want. Talking about how I got a job. It's not 6-figure, it's a 5-figure job. I hope, my next job, by God's grace, a 5-figure job at 7 months pregnant, full-time role, remote. I want to talk about that, the testimony. That's one. And then the other one is like how I'm preparing for postpartum, and just getting ready for baby number 2. So let me know which one you guys want to watch, and I would film and then share with you. So excited. Let me know if you guys like this video. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye.